Thank you. You may be seated. We welcome all to the graduation of 2024. We would like to recognize Nana Abena from Puma II, who is seated with us today. She is Queen Mother and occupant of Baban Amowetsi, Royal Stool, Mampong, and Ashanti Kingdom of Ghana, founder of NAF2 Foundation Ghana, member of United Peacekeepers Federal Council Thailand United Nations, President of United Peacekeepers Federal Council Ghana. We would like to give a special thanks to Superintendent Dr. Rick Robinson and Assistant Superintendent Dr. McKay Robinson, school board members Christine Milberg and Andrew Edel. We would like to recognize our school administration, Principal Greg Levitt, Katie Campbell, OJ Goley, Ari Tavo, and Andrew Yan. Thank you for all the help and support you have shown us throughout our educational journey. Thank you to the teachers who extended their friendship, trust, and support to provide us with great learning opportunities. Thank you for the countless hours you have spent making our learning fun and purposeful. At this time, we would like to invite all the seniors to stand and join us as a class of 2024 by taking a few seconds to applaud all of our faculty and staff for the love and support that they so selflessly gave to us. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty and proud parents and fellow graduates, I am Anna De Silva, your 2023-2024 senior class president. As we gather here today to celebrate the crowning moment of our high school journey, I am reminded of a powerful quote that resonates deeply with our shared experience. We cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. These words, profound in their simplicity, confine the essence of growth, change, and the pursuit of our dreams. For the past 4 years, we have embarked on a journey of self-discovery, navigating the highs and lows of adolescence, academics, and personal development. Yet, as we stand on the threshold of the future, it's crucial to acknowledge that our journey doesn't end here. It's merely the beginning. High school has provided us with a foundation upon which we can build our dreams, aspirations, and goals. But to truly achieve our fullest potential, we must be willing to embrace change, to challenge ourselves and step out of our comfort zones. We cannot expect to reach new heights if we are unwilling to let go of who we once were and open ourselves up to who we can become. Each of us have unique dreams and ambitions, whether it's pursuing higher education, entering the workforce, or embarking on a journey of self-discovery. But regardless of our paths, the truth remains the same. Growth requires change, and change requires courage. As we bid farewell to the halls of our alma mater, let us carry with us the lessons we've learned, the friendships we've built, and the memories we've cherished. But regardless of our paths, the truth remains the same. Growth requires change, and change requires courage. But let us also embrace the unknown with open arms, for it is through change and transformation that we will find our true purpose and fulfillment. So, my fellow graduates, as we embark on this new chapter of our lives, let us remember these words. We cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. Let us embrace change, seize opportunities, and dare to dream big. For the future belongs to those who are willing to evolve, adapt, and strive for greatness. Congratulations, class of 2024. Our journey is just beginning, and I have no doubt that each and every one of us has the potential to change the world. Thank you. Will the audience please rise and stand for the presentation of our national flag and anthem? Thank you. You may be seated.
All right, ready? Faculty, staff, fellow graduates, families, what a momentous journey this has been. We wouldn't be here today without all of you.
Teachers, who knew learning was so much more than just textbooks? All those mind-bending problems in math and science, and those wonderful stories in history class that always kept us entertained.
Hey, weren't you always asleep in history class?
Okay, sometimes I was, but I still learned a lot, and I had so much fun in classes at Hillcrest.
We found ways to express ourselves in art, became master chefs in foods, and built cutting-edge technology in robotics.
And in all those other classes, band, auto, business, and more, we picked up hobbies that we never even knew existed.
And even to you, English teachers, dissecting grammar and Shakespeare might not make the top 10 fun things list, but you still shaped how we see the world around us.
World language teachers, learning a new language exposed us to completely new worlds, even if our pronunciation was a little bit unique at times. Thank you for broadening our horizons.
Counselors, your guidance helped us navigate not just classes, but life itself. You were a friend, listening, encouraging, and helping us find our paths in this confusing world.
Let us not forget our wonderful coaches and club leaders who helped push us further than we ever thought possible.
On the sports fields and courts,
On the theater stage,
and wherever else our passions took us.
all those victories happened because of you.
From the bottom of our hearts, teachers, counselors, custodians, every single staff member, we are eternally grateful.
We weren't always perfect students,
We were definitely a challenge at times.
but you stuck by us
You inspired us.
and shaped us.
And for that, thank you.
Now, let's hear it for our incredible faculty and staff.
Good morning. It is with great pleasure that we are here today to express our sincere gratitude to all those who have accompanied us on this journey.
Buenos días, es un placer para nosotros estar hoy aquí dándoles gracias a cada uno de ustedes que han estado con nosotros durante este proceso, porque aunque este camino no ha sido fácil, nos han inspirado a salir adelante.
While some may perceive parenthood solely in terms of biological ties, its meaning extends far beyond genetics. True parenthood is represented by those who nurture, support, and passionately guide us through life's trials and tribulations. Therefore, our heartfelt appreciation extends to fathers,
Mothers,
adoptive parents,
grandparents,
siblings,
cousins,
and even teachers who have assumed parental roles during our formative years.
ya que la paternidad no es solo papá y mamá, la verdad es que va mucho más allá de lo biológico, porque el verdadero significado es la persona que cría, acompaña, apoya y nos tiene paciencia, porque a veces sabemos que somos un dolor de cabeza.
As immigrants, we understand the difficult journey our parents have undertaken in navigating a new country, starting afresh and overcoming language barriers. Through determination and hard work, they have driven us toward greater opportunities, instilling in us the spirit of resilience.
Parents, we express our profound appreciation for the countless contribution you have made to enrich your life. Your sacrifice have not gone unnoticed. Each late night endeavor, protect instinct, and moment of wearing support has shaped us into who we are today and will continue as we embark on a new journey.
Mamá, gracias por enseñarme que por una taza de arroz son dos de agua.
Papá, gracias por consentirme.
Mamá, gracias por ayudarme con mis proyectos escolares en la madrugada.
Papá, gracias por sobreprotegerme y no dejarme tener novia hasta los 40. Gracias, Padre, porque a pesar de esos días cansados, adoloridos y estresados, siempre nos dieron su mayor esfuerzo. Por eso, la respuesta cada vez que me preguntan qué es mayor inspiración, estoy segura de decir que son ustedes, padres.
Despite the challenges and sacrifice, you have always given your best, serving as our enduring role models. Therefore, when asked about our greatest source of inspiration, we proclaim it to be you.
Parents.
I think introductions are well in order for the 400 plus graduates and their families who up until this point were completely unaware of our existences.
My name is Ana Salinas Garcia.
And my name is Sanvi Patel.
We would like to thank our teachers, our classmates, and everyone who was part of our high school experience.
And most importantly, we would like to thank those that have been there since the beginning of our lives. To our parents who have put so much effort into raising us, into getting us to this point, to stand here on this stage. It's all about the little things. Thank you so much for helping us with math at the dining table at 10 p.m., even if tears were involved. Thank you guys for putting together science fair projects with us last minute. Some of us are planning to be doctors. எங்களுடைய கனவுகளுக்கு வழி காட்டியதற்கு மிக்க நன்றி. Thank you for encouraging us to pursue our dreams, for pushing us to succeed, even when everything felt hopeless and we wanted to give up.
But for some of us, it's about the big things. For Samvi and I, it's about our parents moving to the United States at such a young age, newly married, and seeking a better life for themselves and their future children. For risking it all with no support system to creating a support system for themselves. Gracias por haber soportado todas las dificultades para que hoy podamos caminar hacia nuestro futuro.
Thank you for overcoming every difficulty so we can walk this stage today and walk towards our bright futures. You have supported us throughout every turn. Thank you to all the parents who have volunteered in theater, in sports, for field trips, and in other ways, and have spent their time alongside of us in school. You are just as much a part of this graduating class as we are.
Gracias por apoyarnos durante nuestra educación escolar. En las buenas y en las malas, ustedes estaban ahí, ayudándonos sin buscar nada en cambio. El amor que ustedes tienen para nosotros es incondicional. Thank you for supporting us throughout our struggles in school and our other battles. During the good and bad times, you guys support us and ask for nothing in exchange, loving us unconditionally.
And to stand here is a testament to what all my family has done for me to allow me to stand on this stage and succeed from now and forever forward.
For what every parent has done for all of us, even if it wasn't a parent, but a cousin, a sibling, a grandparent, or even a teacher, but someone who took responsibility and guided us to this point. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Anastasia Howder, and I'm an absolute mess. If you're like me, you probably realized at some point that others were doing better than you. Maybe you've spent a good portion of your life just wondering, dreading, and hoping that something was wrong with you, that you weren't struggling just because you suck. If you're anything like me, you sat listlessly in your mess of a room one day and counted everything you failed to do. You failed to shower, you failed to eat, you failed to do your laundry for the third week in a row, and now you have nothing to wear. And you told yourself that if this was life on easy mode, you'd never make it through adulthood. Maybe you feel like you're at a huge disadvantage in life, and to be honest, you probably are. I know I am. Being autistic, every day is like my first day on earth, and I've spent my whole life just petrified that I'm doing it all wrong. Anyway, At one of my college interviews, I spoke to a very eccentric but very kind lady. I worked up the courage to ask her about disability accommodations, and it turned out she was disabled too. Long story short, she insisted that there were so many more people like me than I knew. And she told me that in a grade upheaval like this, everyone is terrified. So it's better to find people to face that terror with you. That's why I want you to know that I'm at least as scared as you are. And I'm so, so proud of you for making it this far. And I want to encourage you and myself to take advantage of this big change in our lives, because for once, everyone will be at a disadvantage. I mean, I live every day like it's my first day on Earth, but it's gonna be everyone's first day of adulthood, you know? So I'm not gonna give up just yet. We're no strangers to hardship, so I know we'll make it through this upcoming journey, whether that's college, trade school, the workforce, or wherever else we end up. At the very least, this is an opportunity for you and I to quit struggling alone, to finally find our people. Thank you.
Dear August 24th, 2020, the day when it all started, the day when I became a high schooler. So much has happened these past 4 years. I learned how to drive, made new friends, and gained new knowledge to deciding my future from bad days to good days. You taught me so much. You taught me about history, how to do hard math even if I might not ever use it again, or really cool science facts, like how space keeps expanding every day. Not only that, but you taught me how easy it is to compare myself to others even when I didn't want to. I also learned that not everything is deep. I might think that they were laughing at me, but in reality, they were not. As much as I thought that high school would be hard or stressful, it wasn't. Maybe only a little. It turned out to not be so bad. It was the classes with my friends or cheering on our football team that made up the bad days. As much as I started high school when I was 14, and here I am now at 18. During these past 4 years, I learned a lot about myself. Not everything came quickly. I learned that procrastinating is easy, but it doesn't help me in the end. I learned how to love my middle school self more than I ever did. Not only that, but I learned that I don't really like getting up on Monday mornings at 6:30 to wake up and go to school. As I discovered these things, I grew up and learned who I am and who I want to become. My high school years brought me experiences that I never thought to imagine. From late nights doing homework to dances with friends, these experiences made high school an adventure. Without the hard work, laughter, and tears, my mind wouldn't be filled with the moments I've treasured. To all the teachers I had, to the friends I made, or the strangers I saw, whether I've known you for a long time or a short time, I'm thankful for what you taught me. From what I saw you do to the conversation we had, you may never know what impact you had on me, but that's okay. Just know that I appreciate you. I always thought that 4 years of high school would be so long, but it wasn't. And here I am now, where everything came to an end. Who knew that 1,374 days from August 24th, 2020, I would be standing here graduating. Within the hallways and classrooms, laughter and chatter fill the air. As I say goodbye to this chapter, to go to the next, I will cherish the time I spent here. Always and forever, Sierra.
Class of 2024, we finally made it. Testing season is over.
We pushed through all the drama.
We've met some of our best friends and lost some of our best friends.
Some of us may have even lost loved ones in this journey.
But in the end, we made it through all 4 years of high school.
This is the moment where we part paths and go on our own separate journeys.
Whether it be going to college, traveling the world, going straight into work, whatever the heart desires, we finally get to say that
We made it. This year, across the senior class, 138 advanced diplomas and 103 seals of biliteracy were received.
7 Sterling Scholar finalists and 425 IB tests were administered.
and $5,901,626 were awarded in scholarships.
This is the last time the whole class of 2024 is going to be in the same room, living the same moment together. So let's revisit some memories.
We've been through so much, starting as little freshmen in the old Hillcrest building with masks on, school only 4 days a week, and awkward social interactions, to becoming sophomores with new beginnings in the fancy Hillcrest building we have today, to juniors struggling with ACT prep and a packed schedule, to the seniors sitting in this stadium wondering how time flew by so fast.
We are able to say that our theater department won the 5A state championship for its 8th time within the last 12 years, a team of 90 students who competed with 25 different pieces and received a total of 1,475 points out of a maximum of 1,500, which is the highest score we have ever received.
An incredible accomplishment that the class of 2024 can take pride in being a part of.
We can also remember all of the football and basketball games against Jordan, the anxiety and tension of almost winning, the spirit of all these games, the thrill of being together, rooting for one common goal in our ridiculous bright green outfits. These are all just memories now, and we start to realize how much more we have to cherish it.
We gave our parents the occasional jump scare with our grades or almost not graduating because of lifetime fitness or accounting. Sorry, Mom. But we took that online class and pushed through it in the end.
We get to say that our class had 2 students who won presidential scholars, Sang-Hyun Chun and Thomas Liu.
And that we had 24 state first place winners for DECA, FBLA, Skills USA, HOSA, and FCCLA.
We tried new things, sports, clubs, classes. We learned dedication, and so many of us have developed hobbies and interests far beyond what we'd imagined when we first stepped into this chapter of our lives.
We watched all the coming-of-age movies and cried our hearts out.
We saw the truths in these movies and the exaggerations and learned that high school didn't need to be like the movies. It needed to be a place where we felt safe to grow as people.
Develop opinions of our own and defend who we are as our own person and stand up to the people who wanted to put us down most.
Learned to write 12-page research papers in a day. I would not recommend that, by the way.
We were supported at every turn, making friendships we'll cherish for the rest of our lives.
We survived all the drama, which in the end just gave us good stories to tell.
We supported each other, raising $22,000 for the school's free market, helping struggling students and families around us.
This is our movie moment, guys. Do I look like Troy Bolton because I feel like Troy Bolton up here?
The reality is Hollywood loves high school and we loved it too.
But it was only a small part of our stories.
Only a speck of who we will become.
Only one of the many moments we live for.
And we can't wait to see what comes next.
Goodbye, class of 2024. We out!
We stand here today to represent an end to a prominent chapter in our lives, a footnote from which many beautiful stories will be written. At this ending, we'd like to take a moment at our time to reflect upon this journey.
As we look back at ourselves, it's easy to ponder what steps may have been taken to avoid potholes in the road. I must admit, guilty as charged. However, by doing so, we tend to ignore the positives.
The memories we've molded.
The friendships that we have forged.
The challenges that we've conquered.
And the wealth of experience and wisdom that we have accumulated.
These must be acknowledged. After all, the victors only shaped by the battles they fought.
We threw caution to the winds. We attempted difficult classes, and we emerged from those classes stronger, acquiring new skills in the process.
Despite every obstacle on your path, all of you have made it here, sitting in those chairs, commemorating the various paths that you've threaded to get where you are today.
And in those caps and gowns, we can see among you those that have taken the time and the effort to achieve things that students from other schools would never have dreamed of.
Our senior class has 107 students graduating with an honors diploma. 11 of our students are National Merit Scholarship finalists. All of you combined have withstood nearly 1,000 AP exams.
Some of you have also chosen to further yourselves in your qualifications instead of just your academics. Huskies have taken nearly 2,800 concurrent enrollment classes in total. 52 of you have completed an entire pathway in career and technical education.
Not only did we pave our own paths forward, we also dedicated time and effort to helping those around us succeed in their endeavors.
When all of you joined clubs and celebrated each other's interests and similarities, you're also celebrating each other.
Despite being swamped by schoolwork or extracurricular activities, you all found ways to elevate everyone around you.
I am proud to say that members of the National Honor Society have accumulated over 3,500 hours of community service. Latinos in Action have volunteered over 1,160 hours of service. The peer leadership team has put forth over 800 hours of service.
Earth Club has accumulated 110 hours of service. Key Club has volunteered 200 hours of service. In total, Hillcrest seniors have committed 6,170 hours of their time serving their classmates.
And finally, to those of you whose contributions to your families, your friends, your classmates, and your neighbors have gone unnoticed.
Thank you. It is through these simple acts that these outstanding individuals have shown how great human beings can truly be to one another.
We carry on with us the wisdom of those who came before us, the teachings we've taken from our tribulations, and the power of belief.
With these close to our hearts, we can do anything we set our minds to.
Congratulations, graduates, on achieving this significant milestone. May you carry the spirit of Hillcrest with you forever, as you will forever be a part of this legacy of the school.
Thank you for the memories. Thank you for the laughter. And thank you for the countless moments of inspiration that you've all given me. As we bid farewell to this chapter of our lives, let's do so with hearts full of gratitude and excitement for the adventures that lie ahead.
Here's to reminiscing with fondness, here's to moving forth with courage, and here's to embracing the journey that awaits us all.
Here's to Hillcrest High School's graduating class of 2024.
Hello, Hillcrest High School. If they give me 2 minutes, I know you're ready to graduate, I'm ready to graduate, so let's get this over with. Welcome, esteemed guests, faculty, and family members. I can tell who the family members are in the audience. They have tears of joy in their eyes. Not from being proud, they're just happy they don't have to pick up after us anymore. But actually, the most important thing, good morning, Hillcrest Huskies. Hopefully you remember me. My name is Sophia Moon, and I'm the 2024 SBO president. Now I welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of the Hillcrest class of 2024. The class of 2024, I believe, has been the most unique. Our challenges, we've been through it all. We've had our freshman year through the last year of the old Hillcrest building. As our cheers echoed knowing we would get a new school, it soon died down after we saw the 4 flights of stairs. But besides that, we've been through COVID, we've been stuffed with masks, we even lost our 8th grade Lagoon Day. But other than that, we were able to persevere through each and one of these challenges. The class of 2024, I believe, has been the most memorable. We've lived through a video game. You don't play the game because you hate it, and you think that you're going to just be happy once you end it. It's gonna be fun through the journey. But it's exactly that. It's the moments of happiness. As the game ends, that's just when you need to start a new one, and that's when you start the new journeys of your life. It is what is going to allow us to enjoy every single part of that moment. And as I go back to the theme that the SVOs and I had picked earlier this year, the moments that we live for, I believe that perfectly attaches to the class of 2024. The class of 2024, I believe, has been the most exceptional, successful, and most prominent class of the Hillcrest history. Talent, academics, and diversity filled our school the moment we stepped in. To just name a few, Ivan Chen, he blasted his way through spray painting his art through everywhere. We have Josiah Gonzalez, he's blazing through track meets. Nayan Taranair blazing through monologues. Arv Parikh destroying his tennis opponents, Sarmoy Vizier lifting 400 pounds of recycling every Thursday, and Wesley Ellsworth always showing up with a broken leg. But other than that, our class has been able to accomplish so much, from football, from sports seasons to dances, performances, and we all pushed hard in every moment that we made. And lastly, I just truly want to thank all of you for being a part of my life. I hope you graduate proud of all of your accomplishments. And I'm just happy to say that all of your choices and that you just make sure that you're happy every part of the way. Though let's leave that for a bit and let's celebrate in the moment. Congratulations to the Hillcrest High class of 2024. And remember that we made every moment to live for. Thank you.
I just got to take it in for a minute, sorry. Board member Chris Millerberg, Andrew Edel, Superintendent Rick Robbins, Assistant Superintendent McKay Robinson, Queen Mother, who is here representing her grandson who's graduating today, teachers, parents, guests, and you, class of 2024. You are the reason why we're here. We are saddened by the passing of Mont Millerberg, our past board member. He was so intentful of representing Hillcrest and all the many schools in Midvale. We miss him greatly, and we're thankful that Chris is here today representing the Board of Education and also Mont's interests. Thank you to the graduation committee. If I could have Jeff Salter stand. Jeff Salter's put on this graduation ceremony for years. What a remarkable job he's done. And I do think, the many I've attended, it's the best in the state. Thank you, Jeff and Katie and all your committee. Now, if you would extend to me just a personal moment. I've been Hillcrest principal for 9 years, and many of you know I'm retiring this year. Many of you also know that if you understand anything about being a high school principal, you don't do this alone. And I'd like to thank my wife, Melissa Levitt, over here, if she'd stand. She's been to games, performances. She has all the Facebook pages and Instagrams on her chat page. I'm not a social media guy, probably said that wrong, but anyway, she keeps me pretty much informed. Thank you. I'd like to thank all those who spoke before me. These students did a wonderful job with their speeches. Congratulating you, the class of 2024. Congratulating you, the parents and the teachers and everything about this day. They've done a nice job honoring you students. So let's give our speakers and those who performed our musical numbers one more round of applause. I suspect the things keep getting repeated because they're that important. So graduates, I too want to, with you, honor those who came before, your parents, your grandparents, and your ancestors. Quote, they cut desire into short lengths and fed it into the hungry fires of courage. Long after the flames had died, molten gold gleamed in the ashes. They gathered it with bruised palms and handed it to their children's children and their children forever. You are those children. Stand up, find your parents, those that have bruised palms that helped you get to this way, and give them a big wave and a kiss. Go ahead, stand up, find your parents. Thank you, parents. We love you, and thank you for all your support. Yet, there's another group with bruised palms. For the last 9 years and throughout my career, I've worked with a wonderful group of teachers, year after year, teachers who continue to symbolize the fires of courage that I just quoted. Year after year, they motivate their students, they beg their students, they cry for their students to succeed in everything they do. In my estimation, they're what perpetuate this nation's growth and goodness. They are one of those groups that continue to give, and give. They, teachers, no matter how big you get, students, in this life, you'll always remember there was a teacher that helped you get there. Thank you, teachers. Now, the reason we are here, to celebrate you, the class of 2024. It's supposed to be pomp and circumstance, folks. It's supposed to take a little while. Can you imagine how unmeaningful it would be if we simply handed a diploma at the door and we didn't go through a little pomp and circumstance? It's supposed to take time. Thank you for being here representing these fine students of the class of 2024. I, too, would like to do a few shout-outs. Those of you, stand. We're going to do popcorn. You've all played popcorn. You're going to just stand up when I tell you what you've accomplished and recognize you, and let's give them a round of applause. If you are on the state drill team, stand up. If you are on the state theater, stand up. Thank you. If you are one of those students that speak more than one language fluently and you've earned your syllabi literacy, so awesome at Hillcrest, we have more students than most high schools, stand up. If you are one of those students that have advanced and honors diplomas, you put all that extra effort and you're just that smart, stand up. Now, if you have all of that because you're, quote, IB, and you're just that, all that, stand up and be recognized. Way to go, IB students. Now, here's a group. I never had an opportunity to be in this group. I wasn't even close. 14 4.0 students, stand up. 4.0 students. Congratulations. Now, if you know anything about the National Merit Finalists and the Sterling Scholars, Hillcrest High School, you should know, among all the prestigious high schools in this state, hands down, Hillcrest High School, this little high school in Midvale, Utah, produces more National Merit Finalists and Sterling Scholars than any other high school. Stand up, National Merit Finalists and Sterling Scholars. $6 million in scholarships. What a remarkable accomplishment. Universities and colleges around the nation, even around the world, recognizing your accomplishments and giving you cold, hard cash to further your dreams. We're excited and congratulate you on those scholarships. If you're one of those students that performed the 6,170 hours of service, stand up. Congratulations. Now, you may be thinking, well, what about me? That's what I was thinking in my graduation. I never got to stand up. So if you just barely made it here and you're just excited to graduate, stand up. Yeah! Congratulations, class of 2024. You can be proud of your accomplishments. I know I'm proud of you. Now, some short remarks on your theme, We Cannot Become What We Want by Remaining What We Are by Max Dupree. Now, I'm a Star Trek fan, Next Generation, and as the Borg would always say, resistance is futile. Yeah, you remember that line? Well, changing is just going to happen. Resistance is futile. You're going to change, graduates, regardless. The question is, that's not the hard part. The hard part is becoming what you want. So the key word is want. What do you want to become? Every desire to become what you want requires a path and a plan. And like Little Red Riding Hood, you will use your experiences to know things. And I know things now that I hadn't known before. Let me start over, dang it. Hold on. And I know things now that I didn't know before. No, let me start over. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect, wait, I missed that line. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers, even flowers have their dangers, and though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny is right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? Maybe a little bit not. Being smart or less smart has little to do with the impact on what you want to become, and how you apply your experiences in life will really determine and help you with what you want to become. I have 4 or 5 small thoughts on this. First, authenticity. You be you. That's the most important part, authenticity. Like the song says, nice is not always good. You need to be not fake, as we call it in our day. You need to be a real person, not like the wolf. You need to be authentic to who you really are. When I was at the University of Utah studying for my math degree, I took a calculus class, and there was 500 students in front of me, sitting in front of me between me and the board, and I couldn't see the board. Many of you know I have poor eyesight. The support system there at the University of Utah gave me a telescope that I would hang on the front of my glasses. It was awkward. And I looked at the hundreds of students in that room, and I thought to myself, Kyle, I can't do this. And then I figured out, as my grade dwindled because I couldn't see the board, I figured out that the world doesn't care what you become. There's only one group of people that care what you become. That's you and your family. So be authentic. Second, misfortune. Everyone gets swallowed by a wolf. Granny and Red Riding Hood you're not exempt. You will be swallowed by a few wolves in your day. The question is, what will you do with that misfortune? Are you perceptive enough, which is the third thing that you really need to have to become what you want to become? Are you perceptive enough to notice the woodcutter, the unsung hero in this story, who was perceptive enough to rescue Granny and Little Red Riding Hood? Who will rescue you from your misfortunes? Will you be grateful for them? Will you be grateful for the bruised palms of your parents and your progenitors before you that saves you over and over again? And what about you? Will you also be perceptive enough to save others? Will you see those that are in trouble? The most rewarding thing in life is to save someone. Be perceptive. Be like the woodcutter. Notice the red coat sticking out of the bellies of the wolf and help them and save them. Finally, vulnerability. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. You saw me just be vulnerable. I am as scared as can be. But vulnerability will drive you to do big things, fun things. As the song says, scary is exciting, and maybe a little bit not. That's one of the most important lines. I know you know valuable things. I mean, obviously, you're just about to graduate from high school and move that little string from one side to the other. And as we as parents know, as soon as you graduate, you know all things, right? And so just remember, vulnerability is your best friend. Don't be afraid to be yourself and be vulnerable and try new things. Finally, optimism. There is nothing more powerful than the attitude of optimism. I've always loved the words of Louis Armstrong. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see colors of the rainbow. Let's see. I see colors of the rainbow so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people walking by. I see friends shaking hands saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. You'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Assistant Superintendent McKay Robinson, I present to you the class of 2024. They have accomplished all their requirements of the Utah State Board of Education and the Canyons Board of Education. I present them to you to receive their high school diplomas, that they might receive all the privileges, honors, and the capacities that that diploma will deliver. Assistant Superintendent Robinson.
Will the senior class of 2024 please stand up? Friday, Friday, Friday is my favorite day. Monday's just a bummer, Tuesday's just the same. Wednesday's getting better, Thursday's almost there, but Friday, Friday, Friday is my favorite, Friday is my favorite, Friday is my favorite day.
What an amazing tribute to such a tremendous and fantastic man. Will you please join with me one last time to give Principal Levitt the ovation that he deserves?
Principal Levitt, how are you? Crazy to hear that you are wrapping up your scholastic career. Just wanted to say thank you for all of your sacrifice, both to Hillcrest and the various schools that you've taught throughout your life. You certainly made an impact on me, people that I was at school with, class of 17. Hope that you've enjoyed the past couple of years there. Thank you for everything that you've sacrificed and done for all of us. We'll never forget it. You've done a terrific job, and we're grateful for the opportunity of gotten to know you. So anyways, best of luck in retirement. Thanks again for all you've done, and go Huskies. We'll talk to you soon.
Hello, Principal Levitt. Congratulations on retiring. Something that came to my mind was that you were someone who just believed in the students, and you believed in our leadership capabilities. You believed in what we could become, what we could do. And I really appreciated all of the encouragement and the support. I don't think there was ever a time where you shut one of our ideas down. You always made things possible, and I will forever be grateful for all the lessons that you taught me of how to be a good leader.
Hi, my favorite memory of Principal Levitt is when I gave a speech at my graduation in 2021. I had said something in the speech about how I was jealous of one of my classmates who played on the basketball team and was 6'6". So when we went to take graduation pictures, Principal Levitt, he actually kneeled down so that we would be the same height in the photo, kind of calling back to that speech that I gave. And I think that is just really indicative of who Principal Levitt was as a person. He was always willing to do things to make us as students smile, and that's something I really admired about him, and I think Hillcrest will greatly miss with his retirement.
What's up, Mr. Levitt? It's Jason Moon. Retirement. Really? It's about dang time. No, but seriously, Hillcrest High School won't be the same without you. You weren't just a principal, you were the principal. I still remember the time when you would always show up to the football games like free pizza, or like take me and the SBOs out to get original pancake house. And like, do you remember that time in Utah State when we were all just like eating some Utah State ice cream, Aggie's ice cream, and you just popped out your glass eyeball? Purely, that was freaking epic. That was such an amazing moment. But, and also let's not forget that time in my graduation in 2022 when you mixed up my name for Justin instead of Jason, but it wasn't as bad as Hamza's. But no, but seriously though, Hillcrest High School was so much more with you as my principal, and you were such a huge support like for me as like the SBO president during my time. And Principal Levitt, I just want to thank you for everything. You were the best principal that we've ever had, and I hope you enjoy your retirement and all the pancake cravings that you do have at Original Pancake House. But all right, ciao.
Always be grateful for the time I was able to serve Hillcrest alongside Mr. Levitt. He really exemplified not only the type of leader I wanted to try to embody, but the type of person I wanted to try and be. I remember long before I came to Hillcrest hearing of the man, the myth, the Levitt. And I was confused because in my experience up to that point in middle school and in elementary school, the principal was always almost the enemy. It was always, don't get caught by the principal or don't end up in the principal's office. But shortly after arriving at Hillcrest, it became apparent why he was so widely loved and almost idolized by the students, why he was on t-shirts and in jokes and just so loved by the students at Hillcrest. Mr. Levitt truly poured his whole heart and soul into Hillcrest. He loved the students genuinely, and it was very apparent as I planned alongside him how much he really cared about each student. It was his concern for them and his love for them was palpable as I would plan alongside him. And I'm so grateful to have been able to witness that kind of leadership and that kind of genuine care for all those he worked with and he served at his time at Hillcrest.
Principal Levitt, I hope you know how much you are loved, how much you will be missed, and from a personal note, you truly are one of my heroes, and I appreciate the mentorship that you've provided me over the years. You are truly a legend, so thank you very much for everything. So graduating class of Hillcrest High School, how exciting is that to hear? As we gather here today to celebrate this momentous occasion, let us reflect on the profound words of Max Dupree. We cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. These words serve as a poignant reminder of the transformative journey that has brought you to this very moment. Throughout your time at Hillcrest High, you have been challenged, tested, and pushed beyond your comfort zones. You have grown not only academically, but also personally, discovering strengths you never knew you possessed and overcame obstacles you thought were insurmountable. But as you stand on the threshold of the future, do not rest on your laurels or become complacent with the status quo. For true growth lies not in complacency, but in embracing change, in stepping out of your comfort zones and daring to become more than you ever thought possible. Each one of you has dreams, aspirations, and ambitions waiting to be realized. But in order to turn these dreams into reality, you must be willing to shed the constraints of your past selves and embrace the limitless possibilities that lie ahead. As you bid farewell to the halls of Hillcrest High, carry with you the lessons that you've learned, the friendships that you've forged, and the memories that you've cherished. With that being said, I encourage you all to embark on this next chapter of your lives with a sense of purpose, a spirit of adventure, and a willingness to embrace change with open arms. Class of 2024, the world is vast, and the future is yours for the taking. So as you step out into the world, beyond the walls of Hillcrest, Remember that you have the power to shape your own destiny, to chase your dreams with unwavering determination, and to become the architects of your own success. Congratulations, graduates. The journey ahead may be uncertain, but I have no doubt that each and every one of you has the courage, the resilience, the tenacity to become the person that you are meant to become. Thank you, and may the future hold endless opportunities for each and every one of you. Mr. Levitt, by the authority vested in me by the Canyon School District Board of Education, I, as the designee of our superintendent, Dr. Robbins, accept the class of 2024 from Hillcrest High and approve your recommendation that they be awarded high school diplomas. Mrs. Millerberg, representing the Canyon School District Board of Education, each member of the class has completed the graduation requirements as set forth by the Utah State Board of Education and the Canyon School District Board of Education. I present to you Hillcrest High School's class of 2024.
Good morning, class of 2024 and honored guests. My name is Christine Millerberg, and I feel privileged to be here with you today. I am the Canyons School Board representative for District 1, of which Hillcrest High is our cardinal institution of learning. Students, take a breath and enjoy just a brief few minutes of being a high school student while I make a few comments. I want to celebrate each of you in this 2024 Hillcrest graduating class. I was told that there are approximately 450 of you, but I was informed as of late yesterday that there were a few that desperate and intense efforts were being made to get you to the graduation finish line. I hope that indeed happened. Students, I want to celebrate the end of your time as a Hillcrest Husky and the start of your journey toward becoming who you want to be. We see you. You are known. Each of you are unique. Each of you are alike, and each of you are different. But each of you have one life. Recently, I read a book about a British humanitarian by the name of Nicholas Wilton. The title of the book was One Life. In 1938, 29-year-old Nikki canceled a ski trip and instead spent 9 months masterminding a seemingly impossible plan to rescue hundreds of Jewish children and find them homes in the United Kingdom. As a result, over 6,000 people are alive today because of this one man, his one life, and his efforts. What motivated an ordinary man to do something so extraordinary? Nicholas lived to be 106 years old, but his legacy only came to public life decades after his passing. His life story is a clarion call to choose action over apathy in the face of injustice, and a reminder that every one of us can change the world. If something is not impossible, there must be a way to do it. The book was written by his daughter after Mr. Wilton had passed away at the age of 106. He only had one life. Today, I also want to highlight a man among us, your principal, Mr. Greg Levitt. Thank you, Principal Levitt. I know many of you know that Mr. Levitt is also graduating today. Mr. Levitt will be retiring after a 33-year career in education. Mr. Levitt also took the clarion call. He has dedicated many, many hours to the education profession. He has one life, and to this point, he has chosen to dedicate his skills and talent to the love of education, and his efforts are immeasurable. We thank you, Mr. Levitt. Your influence will be felt for generations. Mr. Levitt brought an undeniable strength to our school. He supported the community and Hillcrest students as if they were his own. Mr. Levitt was the leader that Hillcrest truly needed, as it literally was built from the ground up. We wish you many, many more good years, maybe even up to 106. Shifting slightly, I want to say that it is by the hand of fate that I am given the final commencement exercise of my husband's career. It was my husband, Mont, who was elected to serve the Canyons Board, not myself. He passed away unexpectedly in February after a ski trip. He had one life, and after a very successful career, professional career, he chose to serve this Hillcrest community as your board representative. Audience, I want you to know that Mr. Levitt and my husband labored with architects, builders, teachers, and untold numbers of professional and community representatives to erect many new schools in our community, of which Hillcrest is a shining gem. As Mr. Levitt graduates into the next stage of his life, I wish him well by doing what Hillcrest Championship winning theater program would do. I will quote Shakespeare, "I can do no other answer make, but thanks, thanks, and ever thanks." Now, speaking directly to our guests of honor, the class of 2024, I wish you could see what I saw today. As you walked into the stadium in your flowing green and white robes, I saw so much resilience, so much hope, so much promise, so much life. Cherish that one life you have been given. Think about all that has gone into you arriving here at graduation. There were report cards, some good, some bad. Halloween parades, parent-teacher conferences, recesses, field trips, tests passed and failed, trips to the counselors, dances, school musicals, sporting events. But think about how much you have changed and how much the world has changed since your freshman year. One day you were laughing with friends in crowded hallways and talking to your teachers face-to-face in classrooms. The next you were at home attending school through a screen. In time, you were able to come back to school, but it was different. The new normal wasn't normal. Even though it was difficult, you persevered. You did not let circumstances define your dreams. You kept looking forward to the days when you would embrace your teammates while holding championship trophies, opening your college acceptance letters with your teachers, and taking bows to roaring applause from a packed theater. You will always be the class that knew life at Hillcrest before, during, and after the pandemic. But it's certain you would not be here by remaining who you were back then. Be proud of how far you have come. And let me just say, from this side of the podium, many decades removed from my own school graduation, I can tell you with certainty that no matter how much you have accomplished or will achieve after leaving this high school, you will find the most happiness by following your heart, being kind, and upholding your integrity. You have one life. You lose nothing and gain everything by being the first to help, the first to befriend, and the first to stand up for what is right. Those are the hallmarks of a true Hillcrest Husky. To the Hillcrest faculty and staff, you are wonderful. I am retired, but you know what they say, once a teacher, always a teacher. Watching your students discover what you have always seen in them is what makes our profession so rewarding. To all the teachers that fostered learning in the class of 2024, and from one teacher to another, I thank you for your hard work, personal sacrifice, expertise, and dedication. To the families and friends who are here today, I applaud you. This ceremony is as much for you as it is for the graduates. It's a parent payday, for sure. Take a lot of photos, give as many hugs as your teenager will allow in front of their friends. Graduates, in your journeys, take pride in what you have done and have faith in what you can achieve. May you forever remember the power of what you have learned at Hillcrest High School. And in return, we promise to never forget you and all that you have contributed to this school, this community, and Canyon School District. You are each a part of one life. You are each a part of our life. Good luck and Godspeed. Superintendent, Dr. Rick Robbins. Assistant Superintendent, Dr. McKay Robinson. Principal, Greg Levitt. As a duly elected board member of Canyon School District and by the authority vested in me by the Utah State Board of Education and the Utah State Legislature, I certify that the class of 2024 from Hillcrest High School has completed the requirements for graduation and that they be awarded their high school diplomas. I now declare the class of 2024 is graduated and entitled to all of the honors and privileges their diplomas represent.
Thomas Liu.
Edward Lau.
Anna Da Silva. Akhil Sundar.
Isha Patel. Let's get on the X. Alisa Evans.
Sanvi Patel. Evelyn Pendleton.
Sierra Ann Gamble. Bella Gonzalez Ramirez.
Anastasia Hunter, or Hot. Rebecca De Mateos Khalil.
Catherine Christensen.
Ivan Chen.
Arnav Kundakuri. Haley Walters.
Peyton Bell. Noah Booth.
Cash Dispain.
On the X when you read their names.
Gabriel Williams.
Nancy Diaz Malanchi.
Hallie Prowse.
Verónica Sendejas Martínez.
Maximilian Kratz.
So we into the X. Caleb Brown. Chloe Marshall.
Cole Madsen.
Ashley Nearings.
Oh, right on the X. Jade Lamont. Haley Staker.
Taurete Barima.
Paul Iflower.
Parker Docks. Catherine Rubsom. Thomas Chryson.
Maxwell Sperry.
Aquinas.
Crystal Southworth.
Braxton Bird.
Dominic Barry. Cody After Buffalo.
Isabel Veenstra. Tayden Black.
Vincent Barry. Dahlia Ahmed.
Vera Stone. Allison Alvarez.
Tristan Bess. Judson Boyakin.
Cynthia Collinson. Miriam Antonio Barron.
Drew Blackburn. Kaden Burton.
Rita Masluki. Caitlin Arivalo.
Adriana Alvarado. Alejandro Camacho.
Dax Bowen. Lilia Barashian.
Anika Amundsen. Melvin Camacho Duran.
Thanks. Jackson Braun. Julia Beretta.
Tasha Atwood. Gavin Campbell.
Chloe Babbitts. Maya Barnes.
Jaren Espinosa. Stop. Christian Castillo Aparacio.
Adalyn Barnes. Nathan Cater.
Juan Campos. Mariam Basaid.
Ashley Barron Guzman. Dario Chavez.
Scott Karn. Aaron Bellin.
Gabriel Sellis. Sang Hyun Chun.
Lovely Beach. Kylie Bosch.
Dominic Chavez. Zane Corbett.
Connolly Chase. Mariana Bush.
Sierra Ballo. Daniel Davies.
Addison Bolter. Jennifer Camarena Magana.
Joseph Delgadillo Barajas. Fisher Coleman.
Kylie Carroll. Claudia Camacho Cuenca.
Haley Carvalho. Marcos Correa.
Anthony Dominguez Rojas. Mariah Cannon.
Jody Chung. Bruno de Lima.
Thomas Dunn. Corey Carmona Lopez.
Camille Coleman.
Aubrey Coulson.
George Cabrera.
Jam Shababi.
William Fairbanks. Noah Dickinson.
Luz Marty Correa Martinez.
Cider Claire.
Jacob Frost. Innocent Dushime.
Nina DeBat.
Elizabeth Colon Valentin.
Jackson Garvey. Wesley Ellsworth.
Kinsley Deeks.
Kara Corlett.
Zach Glover. Adrian Escobar.
Samantha Erickson.
Atsiri Vanessa Cruz Hernandez.
Moses Gomez Lopez. Marco Flores Tavares.
Dharma Fairbanks.
Marissa Cutler.
Noah Griffey. Colton Gallman.
Anna Fetzer.
Keaton Glover.
Mel Hall. Kayla de la Cruz.
Isaiah Enriquez.
Keegan Gomez.
Maria Fuentes Zapata. Avery Erickson.
Gavin Herbertson.
Eugenio Alex González Bernal.
Grace Glennon. Helen Espinoza Sainz.
Brooklyn Glover.
Josiah Gonzalez.
Ryder Holmes. Helen Frazier.
Valentina Gomez.
Alexander Healy.
Anthony Shu. Gypsy Gallardo.
Hillary Gonzalez Orduna.
Micah Hosh Robinson.
Zion Jackson. Maya Gleed.
Addison Goodwin.
Abby Gomez Back.
Jackson Howard Kramer. Samuel Johnson.
Diana Gomez Perez.
Dunya Hashim.
Andres Huertas Diaz. Isaac Jose Soto.
Karen Gonzalez Huepe.
Zoe Heaps.
Briggs Hunt. Cassius Kastner.
Avni Goyle.
Edison Kelsey.
Padraic Johnson. Casey Hernandez Lopez.
Tyler Harding.
Tori Hernandez.
Mohammed Karim. Sully Hernandez Carvajal.
Claire Hastings.
Keegan K.
Abdul Khan.
Quincy Kelson Vigel.
Lily Hutchings. Cameron Heinritz.
Wajid Lagmani.
Joshua Kenny.
Go ahead. Tyann Hutchins. Yolani Hernandez Garcia.
Wait, stand on the X.
Camden Lambshire.
Brayden Kofed.
Angelina Hickox. Sumaya Islam.
Christopher Kralovitz.
Brittany Wynn.
Hector Linares.
Cooper Lim.
Tati Jeffries. India Jackson.
Lily Jensen.
Giovanni Lopez.
Crispin Lizama Pineda. Kiera James.
Jesse Johnson.
Kiara Liliana Jimenez.
Santiago Losa.
Whitney Jones.
Moises Lopez Ruiz. Christopher Madrigal.
Mikaelin Johnson.
Asia Julia.
Alex Macias. Emmanuel Malavar Montoya.
Ashlyn Jones.
Isaiah Madri.
Micaiah Lagoski.
Aisha Khan.
Jackson Mendoza Nunez. Jason Mandel.
Gabriella Leo.
Madeline Lee.
Emerson Menges. Wallace McCarthy.
Isaac Miller.
Sophia Lynn.
Sanjana Mahate. Alan Menezes.
Matthew Miller.
Marius Miller.
Elise London. Ashley Lopez.
Gail Moctezuma Garcia.
Matt Min.
Sofia Malaver Montoya. Lynette Loya Lucas.
Luis Morales Rodriguez.
Anthony Molina.
Abigail Mathis. Sophronia Mahe.
Joseph Munoz.
Nestor Morales.
Kylie Matthews. Mia Mancera.
Bishop Marugapan.
Manuel Moreno.
Jasmine McGee. Ellie McCleary.
Anya Mertz.
Lamona Nakarine.
Shuaib Nouri. Lily Meekum.
Sabrina Miner.
Maya Mesa.
Kevin Padilla Bucio. Josue Ortiz Jacobo.
Sarah Moyen Vaziri.
Miguel Cadman.
Arov Parikh. Patrick Oviat.
Jasmine Morel Benitez.
Emma Montiel Medina.
Oscar Benado Matias. Miguel Rueda.
Evelyn Mauricio Magana.
Jilo Moser.
Sergio Perez. Mateo Paul.
Mulaney Navarro.
Nayantara Nair.
Evan Petty. Scott Person.
Racer Phillips.
Edith Neslin.
Lola Nielsen. Nikhil Peterson.
Jose Quintana Sanado.
Samuel Puche Ferebos.
Nathaniel Kirante. Daisha Niles.
Olivia Olsen.
Gage Piper.
Ralio Resendez Garcia. Madison Niles.
Alejandra Parra.
Jose Rangal Chavez.
Riley Oaks. Riley Oaks.
Shelby Norby.
Lucas Reynolds.
Lauren Patterson. Anika Patel.
Rhett Robinson.
Jonathan Ribby Williams.
Karen Perez Rodas. Haley Pedersen.
Bikshana Bronchi.
Elian Rodriguez.
Narciso Saligan Marcelo. Riel Pearson.
Jordanis Portillo.
Morgan Porter.
OCL Sanchez. Aaron Salazar.
Brooke Prisk.
Carolina Potter.
Henry Santos. Dylan Sandberg.
Ashima Puri.
Kylie Powell.
Luke Sarin. Ali Sarhan.
Larissa Ribonato.
Sarah Pruden.
Momin Sial. Tyson Sellers.
Lady Renaga Hernandez.
Tasman Raleigh.
Sebastian Sokis Katari. Manav Singh.
Cameron Sorensen.
Dura Riyadh.
Lohana Rios Castel. Marcus Solers.
Isaac Stahlberger.
Brandon Soriano Granados.